Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning. I'm going to get right into it. We have three things to talk about today. Safety, of course, is the first thing we always talk about, and I want to talk about pre-test planning and track cards. Pre-test planning is something we implemented back in, I think, 07 and 08, and I remember very clearly why we implemented it. I was driving back to the shop from a job in Utah County. I don't remember which job it was, but I got a phone call, and an apprentice had been injured, and it hit me. This was the fourth injury of a first-year apprentice in a 6-month time frame in our company. 4 separate injuries on 4 separate projects. And boy, it just hit me really hard, and I realized we had been letting these apprentices down. We had been essentially, I admitted to myself, we had been having these apprentices work in unsafe environments. And I made up my mind right then we were going to do something about it to change it. And that's when we instituted company-wide pre-task planning. And it was before every shift. The foreman would get with the crew, and they would lay out their tasks and identify the hazards. And so that's when it started here. And within a year, we had cut our incidents and accidents by more than half. So that's when it became very clear to us that this was something that worked really, really well. And so we became determined to improve safety every year and try and be the best practices, gold standard contractor in safety on every job we were on. And back then, sometimes we were the only contractor that wore PPE on projects, and our guys would complain, but we insisted on it, and it became part of our culture. So the industry has shown, I mean, study after study has shown that pre-task planning really, really works. And the track cards, we think, is the best version of that for personal pre-task planning. That's why we've implemented it. So please embrace this culture. It's the right thing to do for you. If you're a foreman, it's the right thing to do for the people that work under you. It's your responsibility to make sure they do that. So remember to fill out your track card before you start work. It's essentially your license to work for that day. Embrace our safety culture. It's part of who we are, and it's made us the good company we are today, and it's helped us to grow and be the best we can be. Second thing I want to talk about is career planning. I touched on it last week. I was kind of wrong, and I mentioned there was 3 people you should go to, me, Rhett, and Matt Hansen. That was incorrect. Anyone on senior leadership you can go to, and if you know if they're above you directly, you should probably go to them first before you go to anyone else. I'm going to put in the email their phone numbers and emails, so you have direct access to them. And if you don't know which one of those people is above you, send me an email and I'll tell you exactly who that person is. So we want to make sure that everybody has the path forward for them if they want to grow with Skyline, if they want to develop themselves and have a clear path forward, have a career plan. We want everyone at Skyline that wants to have a career plan to have one, and we want them to have a very clear steps of what they need to do to get where they need to be. And we want them to have a plan they can attack and really achieve their dreams at Skyline. So please take advantage of that. And finally, the Skyline store. If you haven't seen in your email, there's a promotion for January. It's New Year 23, capital N, capital Y 23. That's the code to give you $23 off anything in the Skyline store. We have some really cool stuff in there, including some new shirts like this one. Awesome shirt. It's got the Sky Tribe logo on the back, and great shirt, comfortable, and it's just awesome. So thank you. Have a great week, everybody, and go Sky Tribe.